Well, hello world. Welcome to Williston, North Dakota. We just turned west from University Avenue on Broadway. You're getting a glimpse of downtown Williston as we speak. How in the heck is everybody doing? This is North Dakota Transplant coming to you from the most expensive place to rent a place to live in our United States, beating Los Angeles, New York, San Francisco, Chicago. There is no more expensive place to rent a place to live than Williston, North Dakota. That to me is just amazing. This is the old downtown area. We're coming through here, coming up on Main Street. This would be the intersection of Main and Broadway. I've shown some of this area before, bits and pieces, in and out. But you know, now that this is the most expensive place to live in America, I thought I'd give everybody an updated version. Today is Wednesday, April the 9th. It's about 55 degrees. We've dropped about 10 degrees since I got here. Around 11 it was actually warmer, about 65. We've got a little bit of thunderstorms coming in maybe this evening, but I'll tell you what, 55 degrees feels pretty darn good in North Dakota. We've waited a long time for this warm weather, and it's very welcome. We're going to take a right here on 2nd Avenue West. This is what they call the $1 Million Way. As we get a little bit closer to the retail section, it is the most heavily populated street as far as retail business goes. You've got the Northwest Human Service Center over here to our right. This is just residential areas to the east and the west of us as we head north now. This will actually turn into Highway 2. Now, I know somebody out there is saying, what, you're headed north, it can't turn into Highway 2. We went over this several times with my posts in the past. If you will take the time to look at a map of the western edge of North Dakota, you will see that Highway 2 makes a turn from heading west to heading south 13 miles north of Williston. They call it the 13-mile curve. And it runs for 13 miles north and south instead of east and west. So just because it says Highway 2 west doesn't mean you're always going to be driving west. Anybody that's traveled a lot and used maps and compasses would know that an eastbound highway doesn't always head east, and vice versa. Anyway, we're coming up to the intersection now where the $1 Million Way actually gets started. You got Hardee's over here to the right. We've got an M&H gas station / quick shop. Cashwise Foods, one of the bigger grocery stores right over there on the, what would that be, the northwest corner. Again, this is the beginning of the $1 Million Way. We've got a nice little park over here to the right. This is 11th Street West, which if you take a left turn here and head west, it will hook you into Highway 2 and 85 headed west and south. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take you through the $1 Million Way here, and then we'll give you a shot as we head north out of town. Some of the new hotels, old hotels, give you a shot of the highest volume Walmart in the United States, again in this beautiful community of Williston, North Dakota. How in the world is everybody? I can't say again how much I appreciate all of you viewers, all of your comments, your messages. It's fabulous. I enjoy the hell out of it, heck out of it, excuse me. Anyway, let's give you a little update. Here we have Williston's Taco John's. We don't have a Taco Bell here. We do have a Taco John's. We've got CarQuest Auto Parts over here to the left. Simonson Station Stores, one of the oldest gas stations in North Dakota, still operating. They've been in business up here since 1933. They have probably the best gas station car wash of any of them that I've tried. And by the way, we're sporting a rental today, folks. I'm driving a Cadillac XTS4. Nice automobile. I certainly couldn't afford the payments on one myself, but it is a pleasure to have the opportunity to drive this one today. There's the Sinclair station here to our left. We got Pizza Hut coming up here on the right. On the right, military right. Pizza Hut, Dakota Farms Restaurant. They are only open from breakfast till about 2 p.m. There's no dinner served. There's Subway. You've got Napa and Goodyear over here to the left. This is our home of economy, which they just expanded quite a bit since I was here last. You've got Aaron's Rental Purchase over here on the left. And we're coming up on the Williston McDonald's here again on our right to the east. Super 8 Motel, followed by the Vegas Motel, a couple of the older hotels, a little better rates there than some of the newer ones. Rates have started to increase as the weather gets better. The hotel that I normally stay at when I do stay here in Williston, they were advertising rates starting at about $189 during the bitter cold. Their starting rate now is about $249 a night. Again, there is probably 6 hotels that weren't here last year. A huge number of apartments that are already built and being built. Again, being the highest place to rent your residence, people are trying in leaps and bounds to take advantage of that. I did want to make one little comment here regarding a comment from one of my fantastic viewers out there. It really is something that I had not thought about. And when I read the comment, it just kind of snapped that, you know what, that's something I should kind of repeat for the folks that don't actually follow the comments. But in the area of what to bring with you, if you're deciding to pack up your stuff and take a chance on finding a high-paying job out here in the Bakken oil fields, this was probably one of the best items, and it's something, again, I had not thought of. I wished I had, but I'll have to give credit to my viewer who left this comment. What you really need to bring with you is a friend. Yes, I know, that might sound kind of crazy, but his comment rang so true. Loneliness is one of the most crippling things that we can have to endure as a human being. Even those of us that might consider ourselves loners or solitary type people, there's bound to be somebody that you are connected with that can help you celebrate the good times when you have them, someone there to lean on a little bit through the bad times. But honestly, just having somebody that you're familiar with close by would be a huge benefit. So anyone that might be thinking about taking off to come up here and get rich, I would strongly suggest, if you can find a friend or a buddy who's willing to take that chance with you, I couldn't recommend anything any higher than that. Airport over here to the west. They are building a new airport somewhere. I have not seen where that's taking place yet. You've got the Missouri Flats Inn and the Airport International Inn over here. Those are fairly old hotels. Weatherford over here to the east, one of the main employers in the Williston area. You can see back in the distance, you see motels being built. There's I don't know, there's 3 of them right back there. I can't even catch the names of them. This Travel Host is a little bit older unit. There is Doc Holliday's Roadhouse, restaurant that opened up here a few months ago. There is the high volume Walmart. Parking lot's always full. You can never go in there and not have to wait in line. There's a GameStop there. I think there's also a Rent-A-Center located in that little strip mall type building in Walmart's parking lot. The Best Western Plus hotel back there in the distance, one of the newer hotels. Mostly on the east, you've got some houses mixed in with some warehouses. Again, the zoning and planning in this place will make you scratch your head. As you can see, lots of semis parked all over the place, driving, passing. That's another thing. If you've not been in this area before, you will swear that every semi in America is either trying to get into or out of Williston, North Dakota. Unbelievable the number of semi traffic that you go through up here. So again, if you're a truck driver and you've got hazmat certification, you could find a job up here at probably at least 30 employers if you consider the whole Bakken area from like Minot over to Sydney, and it continues to expand from there. Folks, I just wanted again to give you a shot here of Williston, North Dakota. It's what got this video channel started. Again, I want to thank all my listeners. You folks are awesome. Keep the comments coming. Keep sharing what I'm doing here with anyone that you think might be interested in it. I can never have too many viewers, too many comments, or too many messages. There's a golf course and a park over here to the east. Can't really see it from here. Pretty nice little golf course. There's a frisbee golf course back there as well. Coming up the hill here. Again, this is Highway 2 headed north. 13 miles out of town, it's going to make a curve to the right, and then again we will be headed east on East and West Highway 2. I'm not going to make it to the Value Place, the hotel that actually was where I was staying when I recorded my first video back in November of 2012. They were down to $5.99 a week just a couple of months ago. They have raised their price. It's back up to $6.99 a week, $700 a week to stay at the Value Place. That's pretty much most of the congested part of Williston. It starts thinning out here as we head further north on Highway 2. Again, thanks everybody. This is North Dakota Transplant, and I will catch you folks on the next update. Bye.